It's not been so good in the travel world.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Because
Well, this week, let me tell you about Grant, my old friend Grant.
The latest
Hi,
episode
Grant. How are you?
In the Grant Chronicles.
He, trying to correct himself or rescue his shit show that he did, calling us basically whatever they were, he then referred to us as estate agents. I was like, I don't think, Grant, I've ever sold a house. I've sold my own, but I've never actually sold one for profit in that sense. But do you know what? In travel, anything's possible right now.
It's scary how nonchalant he is about his...
Yeah, it is frightening. But it kind of, in a way, Grant's F-ups have been one way to bring the travel community together, because what's happened this week is there's been an amazing lady called Jill and a chap called Graham. We're going to actually speak to Jill. We're going live with someone. And Graham Brett, who travel agents like myself, help people across the world, do what they're doing and all that kind of thing, just getting on with their lives, growing these amazing businesses and all that kind of stuff. And they've obviously been shat on in the same way that we all have, as everyone has, kind of thing. And but they're in agreement with the rest of the travel world that we're not getting the kind of help. So instead of moaning like a lot of us do, and we don't do it because we love moaning, we do it because we don't know what to do, they've kind of took hold of it and started to be a little bit of the Sacha Lord of travel.
Okay.
We talk about Sacha all the time and what he's done for the hospitality and all that kind of stuff. They're kind of doing it for travel. And it's funny because only a couple of weeks ago I said, I'd love someone to do it. I'd love it to be me, but it's way beyond me, this. And they've kind of done it. So Jill and Graham, I'm just going to refer to Jill, but Graham's obviously involved as well, started up a group on Facebook earlier this week called T.A.R.G.E.T. And it's Travel Agent Reform Group Engaged Together. And basically it's for travel agents to join, to try and come together because they really want a face-to-face meeting, if possible, although I'm sure they'll take it on the phone, with Grant Shapps. Not to kind of go at him and do all that, it's to kind of help him come from a place of knowledge when he's addressing the travel industry and trying to help people survive. And I don't say survive lightly, I say it with a lot of kind of emphasis behind it, because that's what a lot of us are trying to do at the moment. We're trying to survive. A lot of people in travel are finding themselves in poverty because it's really dire, it really is. So they're doing that. So we've got Jill on the phone, and I got in touch with Jill and said, look, you're trying to do this and this is amazing. Myself and Colin have this platform that's about comedy and it's about travel. And it's not just the great side of it. It's also going to be sometimes when it's difficult, because it is at the moment. Hopefully that won't be for too much longer. So would you like to come on the show? We'd love to have you. We'd love to just hear. We've spoke to her together. She's so passionate about it, isn't she? She's brilliant. And we just wanted to kind of give her a bit of a platform. I know what they're trying to do, but kind of put it out there to other travel agents. But we're also trying to say to the public, even though you can't do what we're doing with Grant Shapps, is like from the travel agent point of view, can you back us, please? Now, we're probably one of the last industries that are not represented. I don't know if there's others. I'd love people to let me know, so I'm coming from a place of knowledge. I don't want to be a grant. I don't want to do a grant.
No.
Yeah. I'd like to get one, but I don't want to do one. Ooh, that's got loads of meanings.
Right.
Hello.
You don't want to shap on people, do you?
Right, let's get Jill on the phone. Let's rescue this. So let's bring her on. We're using all new equipment and everything this evening, aren't we?
Look at this.
Hello. Oh, I can hear me in my ears. That's nice. Everyone at home's like, there's no difference.
Yeah.
So do we have Jill on the line?
I'm here.
Hey, it worked. Hi,
Hello,
Jill. How are you?
Jill, we are live.
I know.
Hello,
that
how
Jill,
are you?
Yeah, I'm really grateful, Jill, to your mum, because you said she's in Cyprus and she stayed up to listen to this. So
Hi.
thank you,
Hello,
Jill,
Jill.
for your patience. Bless you. So I hope, Jill, if you were listening to all that, I've kind of done some justice to what you're trying to do at the moment. And it's not been something that you've had time to put together, but you and Graham have been amazing at what you've done and how you've kind of lobbied everybody together and put out information, give us the resources to do what we need to do to just try and get the attention of Grant. Do you feel like that's kind of a fair justice there?
Yeah, I mean, we're just two independent travel agents and we just love doing what we do, selling travel, and we've just been really left behind, and we felt none of the trade bodies were representing us well. And Grant Shapps has made so many blunders now. It's like he doesn't even know travel exists.
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd take it upon ourselves to try and do something and perhaps educate him on the way and see if we can get a meeting with him.
Definitely. I think that you're right there. I think what's scary is this guy kind of represents your industry at Parliament level. And 2 weeks in a row now of what I know about, you know, that he, you know, Lorraine's told me this and we've featured it on the show. What I would want to know is, obviously you and Lorraine are very passionate about this. This is your world. You know, I'm coming in from the everyman, is what I kind of said before the show, didn't I? You know, I want to learn about the struggles as well. I know the real. You know, Lorraine's kind of educated me over the last few months. So what's the tell me a bit more about T.A.R.G.E.T and how it came about.
Well, it just really came about because I was speaking to Graham, who's another independent agent, who's up in South Shields, and we are really struggling. We've not had any financial support from the government, really, apart from the non-essential retail grants, which everybody has had. And since last March, we've had absolutely no revenue. We've had to give refunds back, which I don't think people realise, but when we give a refund back, we're giving back everything that we've earned and also more because we're still paying credit card charges, bank charges. So we're giving back things that we've earned maybe, you know, a year before for work that we've done. So for the past 15 months, really all we have done is refund people.
So it's actually cost you to be a travel agent then?
It's cost us money for you not to go on holiday. A lot of money. And we've all had to take bounce back loans, you know, and we're all in great debt now because of it.
And you said that about,
and yet
if you're in retail,
we're still doing it.
The retail stores got a little bit, but nothing really.
Oh, it was, it was negligible.
But there's a lot of you who kind of have your own business. You kind of work from home or work from wherever.
So yeah, like my situation, I'm it's a limited company and I'm the director and I work at home. So I have no premises, I have no business rates, I have nothing like that. But that means I can't get universal credit. Basically, it's zero. The only thing I can claim is child benefit because I have a child, which is nothing to do with anything. And I'm still expected to pay the tax bill when it comes in. I'm still and which is fine because if I earn, I'm happy to contribute. But then when the taxman's asking me to pay forward, but I've not earned anything, you're like, hang on a minute, this isn't right. So we're not being. There's like no, I can't think of the word really. They're just not thinking about what's happening in our industry. There's no box for us to fit in, is there, Jill? There's nowhere that we fit in at the moment, and I can't see that ending unless Grant Shapps sits down with people who are on the shop floor, as you know, for better words, kind of thing, to understand what's actually happening in the industry at the moment. And hopefully he'll do that with Jill and Graham. That would be amazing.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
And the other thing is as well, for those of us that have got shops, I had 5 staff when this started. I'm now down to 4 staff, but they've all been furloughed. So I have to do the work on my own because I can't afford to pay my staff. So I'm left doing it on my own. I'm not getting any money because, again, I'm a limited company, so I can't claim anything.
And you've
so
had to take on...
So
you've had to take on a second job as well, haven't you, Jill?
Yeah, I do a second job now in the evenings, come home, work from 5 till 9 on the phone. And 2 of my staff actually do it as well because obviously they've had their wages cut to 8% with the furlough. So they're also doing the same thing. I know a lot of travel agents are, you know, we're trying to help our customers and keep our businesses running. And then we're going home doing a second job to earn some money to pay our bills.
It's crazy though, if you think of someone like Jill, we'll take for example 5 staff. So this time 2 years ago, booking, the immense amount of bookings that will have been, because I know Jill runs a very, very successful travel agency. So she would have been doing really well and all those bookings. And then she's got the work of 5 people to do herself in the same amount of time that one person would have. And I worked flat out last year. I never stopped. I was literally going to then do that. Then go home, literally grab a bite to eat and go to work. And it's the same thing every day. And we're not talking Monday to Friday. We're talking 7 days a week because it just doesn't stop, does it, Jill? Even now, you know, the things that we booked last year, we moved to this year. We're now moving them again. So our people are taking refunds, which we don't blame them. But then we did all the work last year. We're doing the work this year. And then we're paying. We're actually paying charges on that. And that's not the public's fault. You know, we're not asking for sympathy with the public. We're asking for support now for the public to say, enough is enough now, you know, let's get behind them. So I suppose in the travel world, Jill, so if you've got any travel agents listening, hopefully we have, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
We're asking that everybody kind of joins Target. It's on Facebook. That would be amazing. Kind of follow Jill's lead with all that. She's putting all these documents out. You don't have to do any work. She's doing it all for you. Just follow the instructions. Obviously read them, and we know that you'll be passionate about it. So publicise it that way. And to the general public, we're asking if you would, and maybe we'll put something together, Jill. I don't know. I've probably just thrown you around. She's like, God, more work. But maybe we'll put something together that you can send to your local MPs, that you can send to Grant Shapps yourself to support the travel industry, to say, without this industry next year, what are you going to do when you want to go on holiday? You know, how much do you think these holidays are going to cost if the travel industry starts to go bust?
Oh, definitely. So what's the plan, Joe? What's next then? So Target as a group, what have you got planned now to get on the radar of Grant Shapps?
Well, as a group, we've grown from like nothing last week. We've got 833 members, I think it is, tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So today, as an initiative, everybody sent the same letter to Grant Shapps asking for a meeting.
Fantastic.
So hopefully tomorrow or Monday, whenever he gets to his office, he's going to have an absolute shitload of letters to open.
Mm-hmm.
He probably has a post boy to do it, but somebody's going to have a lot of letters to open. All our travel agents, all asking for a meeting to discuss how we can move forward and how we can help the trade. And it's not just about we're talking about financial support, whatever, but it's helping the public as well, because all these rules that are out at the minute with the traffic light system, it's absolutely ridiculous. We can't make head or tail of it. Mm-hmm. The public can't make head or tail of it.
Well, I suppose that's what's
I don't know why the government aren't getting somebody involved that knows what they're talking about.
I mean, Jill, talking about the government's a whole different show. You know, like I say, I only can talk from my industry. I thought we got screwed over and had it bad, but talking to you guys, it is a real eye-opener. So all we can hope now is maybe tomorrow or over the weekend we'll take this little bit of the show, get it shared around.
Yeah, we'll definitely clip this. And well, I'm saying that, Graham's going, oh, will we? Yes, Graham, we will. We'll clip this and we'll get this shared as much as we can. We'll tweet him, and it is, again, it's not to kind of have a go and do that. It's to kind of help him to come from a place of knowledge and represent us fairly. I think that's all we want, isn't it, Jill? And so, is there a plan? Is there a plan with email tomorrow, Jill? Did you say?
Yeah, tomorrow, again, we're going to run a little email campaign, and we're going to ask everybody on the group to email him.
Well, I will share that on my business page.
To get involved,
I'll share that on that Collective Travel, my business page, and I'll share it on Plain Comedy as well. So the general public can also email from a public perspective saying we'd like to kind of share show our support to the industry, and let's see if we can get old Grant helping us estate agents.
Yeah.
We might be on here with him next week, who knows?
Maybe you could use your shop window, Jill, to start advertising houses instead of holidays. What do you reckon?
Might be a bit more successful at the minute.
You never know, do you? You never know. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jill. Obviously, stay in touch. We want to kind of update everyone that's been listening of what's going on. We'll continue to do that on Plain Comedy, and if you want anything sharing on there, we're more than happy to help with that. And I think you're fabulous, and on behalf of everybody in travel, I know they would want me to thank you and Graham for standing up and just helping. You know, it's amazing that you're doing it.
All right, thanks very much.
Thank you
for having me on tonight.
No problem. Thanks very much, Jill. Speak to you soon.
Okay,
bye. Headphone. Oh, we're back in the real world now. That's a bit. I quite like listening to myself in my ear. Yeah, it's nice. What a great woman, though. You know, and Graham was what I feel like saying, just Jill. But it feels so nice in the travel industry knowing that somebody is taking control. And I know it's dead easy to go, I wish someone would do it, and I would love to do it. You know, but. I don't have that kind of confidence that Jill's got. She's been in the industry forever, and I just think she's amazing.
It takes the catalyst, doesn't it, to kind of someone like Grant Shapps to keep making these mistakes, to eventually you all go, fuck this. Yeah. You know, what is going on?
Yeah, it's not right.
And you are what, and like I said, we spoke in length about this, and this is. No, and people know, the people who watch this, or people in other industries know, we're not disrespecting, and we're not taking away from any other industry.
No.
This at the minute is about the one industry that is still yet to get any help or recover. The rest of us are getting there now. Like I say, I've been back out gigging. Bars are open again. Mm-hmm. You know, that's my industry. It's hospitality and entertainment. Yeah. You know, everyone else is going back to work or whatever that looks like. So, yeah, we're all behind you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank